Jonathan, I hate this campaign. Luckily, I said that in England.
Oh, absolutely. I feel like we've skipped ahead a little bit. Have we not?
No.
Oh, well,
No.
in which case, guys, cover for me. I'm looking for my story.
We've just hired someone incompetent.
Yeah.
Wait, where is it? Where is
Do you
it?
know how this show works?
Yes, indeed. I just got a bit excited. So basically, let's read the headlines. Fury over Police Scotland's hate monster campaign. Bizarre advert supporting Hamza Yousaf's new hate crime laws is slammed for suggesting offences are mainly committed by young white men from deprived areas. So I actually watched this video today for the first time. So the hate monster was created by Scottish police. It's closely related to the tickle monster, who's another terrible monster, but for different reasons. And essentially, this video tells you that you can't be angry, and if you are angry, especially don't lash out at somebody for a hate crime.
Oh, there he is. There he is. The hate monster.
Everything's like a children's cartoon video these days.
And if you are angry, you're most likely to be white. Isn't that right, Nick?
That's the big thing they want to get across, yeah. So it's an explicitly racist campaign. So they say here, why do some people let the hate monster in? They say, we know young men aged 18 to 30 are more likely to commit hate crime. Those poor young men, of course, see anyway, let me go on to the next bit. They may have deep-rooted feelings of being socially and economically disadvantaged, so that's class, combined with ideas about white male entitlement, so that's race. So it's having a pop at them for their class and race.
Now, Nick, I thought white male entitlement doesn't exist anymore. I thought they'd been beaten out of us.
You'd think so. I mean, they're talking about these young men, 18 to 30. We know young white men are the least likely to go to university of any demographic group. We know that men, in general, under 50 are the most likely to commit suicide, and that's the biggest death threat now for that group. So we know men are really struggling, but this has an explicit attack on white men. We shouldn't be surprised, because Hamza Yousaf has that viral video attacking white people where he lists all the jobs that are done by white people in 90% white Scotland, and he's going white.
I think it's more than 90%, isn't it?
It's last time I checked, it's like 89, but it's something like that. It's absolutely shocking. It's about hate, and yet we have this really strange culture now. It has this weird liberal culture that has to exist through these endless campaigns about race, but you're allowed to just hate white men. Everyone's kind of sick of it, but they're still going with it. Goebbels would be proud of this. It's like getting kids young, get them with some cartoon, get them hating white people.
Well, everything
early.
is cartoony these days. But what I think is interesting about it as well is it takes a psychological stance. It's telling you how to process your own emotions or how to not process them. Now, obviously, doing a hate crime or being racist or, something like that, obviously a terrible thing. But it's just like, don't be angry, don't
just chill out, dude.
Yeah, it's just a very
What's
weird
worse
thing.
about it, this is worse than racism, because it's not just an incident on the street, this is institutional racism, because they're saying, they're putting it in this thing, it's anti-white explicitly.
Well, I think the most dangerous part of this story is the actual law itself that passed in 2021, and it's coming into effect now, where acts of hatred, malice, abuse or ill will against protected characteristics of disability, religion, sexual orientation, gender identity and age. Now, hatred is hard to define, but malice, abuse or ill will, these are very loosey terms. And it basically makes me go, I'm not going to go and do comedy in Scotland.
You're full of malice.
Just don't go to Scotland, period, as the Americans say.
Well, when this stuff actually gets passed through and when you actually start seeing some of these people, they're also saying that it could apply to people in their private spaces, in their homes.
It's like they're in competition with Canada. We've seen like there that you potentially get life imprisonment for hate speech.
Well, they make you sign up for assisted suicide.
And stuff you may say in the future is the new... It's Minority Report in Canada now. Scotland's having a go at beating.
Right.